welcome to Bowling Green, Ohio. 20 miles south of Toledo, 200 miles north of Cincinnati. This great little community every year comes together for the best truck and tractor pull in the country. The National Championship Tractor Pull here in Bowling Green, Ohio. Hello, everybody. I'm Butch Krieger, and welcome to Bowling Green, Ohio. I'm standing on the 300-foot mark here on the south track at Bowling Green as we get ready to bring to you some of the best competition in truck and tractor pulling you have ever seen. Trucks, tractors, two-wheel drives, mini rods. They're all here this weekend in Bowling Green, Ohio, and you're going to see the best on the United States Hot Rod Association circuit this weekend at Bowling Green, Ohio.
You get your money from selling oil, singing songs of trade and shares upon the soil. We'll all be working hard as we can for the cash running on. I've got money wherever I go. I see money beginning to grow. Well, the world keeps turning and I'm earning my dough.
Ladies and gentlemen, coming up next here at Bowling Green, Ohio, will be the 6,200-pound 4x4 modified class. Fords, Chevys, Dodges, a little bit of everything mixed in. It's going to be one tough class. We've got 19 of the best 4x4 modifieds in the country. Stick around. You're going to see one whale of a show. Welcome back to Bowling Green, Ohio, the 25th anniversary pull. I'm Butch Krieger, and man, we're just about ready to get started with a 6,200-pound four-wheel drive modified trucks. Now, let's take a look at modified trucks. What are they? Well, I'll tell you what, it's unlimited cubic inches. They have to be naturally aspirated. They can't run a supercharger or a blower. Four-wheel drive digging all the way down the track, all the horsepower transferred to the wheels. We have got some of the best in the country here today. It's going to be exciting as we get ready to go with the first truck on the starting line right now. And the first guy in 6,200-pound modified 4x4s will be none other than Aaron Mobley and his Mad Dog Chevrolet S10 out of Harrodsburg, Kentucky, as he comes to the starting line right now. This is a fine running Chevy S10, running powered by a Pontiac engine. And I'll tell you what, he's got a lot of inches under the hood of that Mad Dog Chevrolet as he comes to the starting line right now. So out of Harrodsburg, Kentucky, here's our man on the line right now, Aaron Mobley in the Mad Dog Chevy S10. And how close can you get here at Bowling Green, Ohio? Man, oh man, he's just a little bit short of getting it out past that 300-foot mark. A real fine run for Aaron Mobley and the Mad Dog out of Harrodsburg, Kentucky. Okay, on the starting line right now, here's Howard Lewis out of New Carrollton, Maryland with his high roller Chevrolet. Number 3 currently in the United States Hot Rod points. What's it look like for you this weekend here at Bowling Green? I know you're trying to catch Davis and Willoughby. What's your thoughts?
Well, I think we've got a very good shot at it. The truck runs real well outdoors. Lee Edwards is here on the grounds with us this weekend, and I would have to say that we build probably as much horsepower as anything in the country. So we've got a very good shot at it. If we can do it, we're going to move on up.
Lewis never tells anybody how many cubic inches he got, and it's a fine running truck on the line right here. You never can count Howard Lewis out because you just never know what he's going to do. Has a good day and a bad day, and as everybody does in this sport. But I tell you what, Lewis has probably had more better days lately than anybody does as he comes to the line right now with his high roller. So let's see what Howard can do here this afternoon in the 6,200-pound four-wheel drive class here at Bowling Green, Ohio. A full pull for Howard Lewis. He takes it right on out of here this afternoon with a high roller Chevrolet right there. Congratulations on a nice run, man. I'll tell you what, I thought you weren't going to get out of there with the last 3 feet. It just kind of sailed.
Well, Butch, it was right tough. I tell you, we were toting right smart of gear in there. And but Lee Edwards put it to it this morning. He put his ear on it and tuned it up, so we're in good shape.
So you got your engine builder here with you this afternoon?
Oh, absolutely. He is here this weekend for the event, and there's a couple other boys here with Lee Edwards engines, and I'm going to tell you what, they're going to be tough.
Well, we're glad to hear that. Congratulations. Let's see. I don't know, you think anybody else going to get out this afternoon?
Oh, yeah, I believe they will. I mean, we run hard with it, but there's one coming right behind me that's very capable of it.
Howard Lewis, our leader, with a full pull here this afternoon at Bowling Green, Ohio. And here comes our next competitor on the track now. Okay, up next now will be Tommy Holman, and he is out of Wayne, Ohio, the Saturday night driller with one of those Jerry Janke motors on board. I'll tell you what, this guy built some super multi-inch engines out of San Antonio, Texas. And the guys in the 4x4 modifieds love to get a hold of them. Well, here we come now with Mr. Holman and a Saturday night driller. He's on his way. 2.97.1 for Holman. It is close. Good run right there, though, for the Saturday night driller and Tommy Holman in the Holman drilling machine. Well, up next will be Ed Wandler coming to the starting line. Ed Wandler, he's out of Battleford, Canada. Wandler and the Bud Bandit Chevrolet trying to get out of here with Howard Lewis. Let's see if he's going to do it now as he backs into the sled. He goes to the left side of the track. Most of the guys utilizing the center of the track here this afternoon. Wandler, though, he moves to the left side. This could be some strategy we didn't know about. Maybe he knows about, doesn't know, or knows something that we don't know, especially about that unexplored turf on the left side of the track. So here we come now with Ed Wandler and the Bud Bandit on the starting line. .292.11 for Ed Wandler. We'll mark the distance, and Wandler may have noticed something on the left side of the track. It didn't prove out into a full pull, but it proved to be a real fine run for Ed Wandler. On the 6,200-pound 4x4 modified truck class, it will be Willie Omps out of Winchester, Virginia, in the Ford known as the Enforcer. And this guy has pulled all over the country on all the major circuits for many, many years. The Omps guys right here. And Mike, his brother, will be coming up a little bit later on with the green machine. But right now, on the track at Bowling Green, Ohio, it's Willie Omps out of Winchester, Virginia, with the Ford known as the Enforcer. Does he join Howard Lewis or not? We wait for that distance. They have marked it. It is a full pull. And congratulations to Willie Omps, the Enforcer, who gets a full pull. All right, here we come now with Dwayne Bakey. And Dwayne is out of Seguin, Texas on the starting line with the STP. Chevy S10 on the line right here. This guy's been pulling a long time here with the Chevy S10, known as STP. Does a real fine job. Today he has one thought in mind, and that is to get it out of here, to go in there with Lewis and Omps right now. Let's see if he does it. Your thoughts as you come to Bowling Green?
Well, you do. When you travel up here, you know you're going to get to some of the toughest competition there is in the United States, but it's worth it. The facility's great. The fans are just unreal. The promoters, you can't treat you no better.
Chevy S10, Dwayne Bakey, Seguin, Texas. And Noah comes up just a little short here with the run. He had a real fine run, though. Good straight run at the track here this afternoon here at Bowling Green, Ohio. But he comes up just a little short and cannot get it out to go against Lewis and Omps. And we'll be right back to see who's going to win this class after these messages. We have two trucks out the door already with full pulls. One Howard Lewis out of New Carrollton, Maryland, and Willie Omps out of Winchester, Virginia. Our next truck coming in here will be the current point leader on the United States Hot Rod Association Tour. And it will be none other than Glenn Davis and the Mr. Sparkle Chevy S10 out of Miramar, Florida. What's your thoughts as you come here today?
Well, you know, I was a 1990 national champion, so there you got 30 guys right at the beginning of the year chasing you and trying to, you know, beat your title out. Come here, and there's a lot of trucks here. It's a good track and good crowd and everything, and you just got to have all your stuff together and try to come in the top 5 and beat all these guys so you can be the 91 champion.
Glenn Davis, your current point leader on the starting line out of Miramar, Florida. Let's see what he does. As he brings his S10 to the line, here comes Mr. Sparkle. He gets it out of here, a full pull, ladies and gentlemen, the point leader on the circuit. And that's why he is the point leader. He is so tough. And now there are 2 Chevrolets and 1 Ford as he joins Howard Lewis and Willie Omps in the pull-off here this afternoon. Glenn, congratulations on a real fine run. I'll tell you what, Mr. Sparkle really went to it today.
Yeah, I moved over to the side here where nobody's pulled, and the dirt's a little drier, and you can really slide good like that. And I just outsmarted him. I hope I can come back and do it again in the pull-off.
Well, I'll tell you what, I see 2 or 3 guys try the left side. There don't seem to be any bite there. But, yeah, you jumped to the right side. I was going to ask you about that.
Yeah, the trucks quit taking, you know, they quit going any distance on that side, so I figured I'd come over here and try this side. And I got to thank my sponsors, Roy Davis Plumbing, Kendall Oil, and Greg Kramer Racing Engines. He's one that builds the power for me to get down the track.
Congratulations. Let's hope you do real well in the pull-off. I know you're after Lewis and you're also after Willie.
Yeah, I'm leading the points right now, and I got to win this thing to keep my title.
Good luck to you.
Thank you.
And here we go with a real fine running Chevrolet machine known as Foreplay. It's the Holman Brothers out of Waukegan, Ohio. They come to the line right now. They have won it here before. They've done real well last year at Louisville, Kentucky, the National Farm Machinery Show. They do super on the national circuit. Let's see what happens. This truck's very capable of putting it right out the end and joining Davis and Howard Lewis and Willie Omps in a pull-off. Let's see what happens with Foreplay now. Here come the Holman Brothers out of Waukegan, Ohio, and they're on their way. Tell you, they get it right on out of here. They are super tough, and they're out of the state of Ohio. Man, what a class we've got here at Bowling Green, Ohio. We now have 4 trucks that have made it out of here. 3 Chevrolets and a Ford. Howard Lewis, Glenn Davis, and the Holman Brothers in their Chevrolet going up against Willie Omps and his Ford. All right, coming to the starting line now. Another fine running Chevrolet machine. He's out of Music City, Tennessee, down Nashville way, and it will be none other than Donnie Sanders. Donnie Sanders started pulling many years ago in what was called the old super modified class. He pulled for years in that class, and then he started to get a little bit more radical and went into a short bed modified truck before he advanced to his all fiberglass body machine with a great looking graphics on the side. The Tennessean's a popular truck wherever it goes. So here comes Donnie Sanders now. He's out of Nashville, Tennessee, got that Jerry Janke motor on board, another 700-plus cubic inch engine. Let's see what happens with the Tennessean as he comes to the starting line right now. No, he does not get it out of here. He used the left side of the track, but does not get it out of here for the Tennesseans. 290-7. And back on the starting line, here's your number 2 man in points. He's out of Ohio, out of Athens, Ohio. It's David Willoughby. And a back in time, 1940 Ford 4x4, ready to come to the starting line. We had a chance to talk to Dave a little bit earlier today about that motor. Not many guys run those anymore. Why did you choose that motor?
Well, we changed from our Chevrolet power plant over to the Ford shotgun Hemi, which is being produced by Allen Root now, in an effort to gain a lot more torque and not so much horsepower. We've got about 700 cubic inches, and it's making a tremendous amount of torque. We've broken 5 axles in 3 runs. It's making so much torque, and we're hoping to be able to run a big gear here and hook up to this Ohio clay and squeak past Glenn Davis to make a few points up toward the lead in the points race.
for the number 2 man, but he just didn't get enough of that out of here this afternoon. Just didn't have the last little bit of horsepower he needed to get it here. And his full distance is 2:98 and 2. On the starting line now, one of the most radical machines on the United States Hot Rod Circuit here at Bowling Green this weekend. This is Bud Jaskey out of Oconomowoc, Wisconsin with the Miller High Life machine. Now, I want to tell you, folks, this is an all-tube chassis. This is something new, and a lot of the competitors sure do take a look at it all the time and try to think for the future. Is this what truck pulling is coming to in the modified 4x4 class? Jaskey has always been a tough competitor with all his machines, but this one is in the new experimental stages. It's less than a year old. Let's see what Bud Jaskey does now. Can he get it out of here? As the Miller High Life truck goes to the starting line with Bud Jaskey out of Wisconsin ready to go. No, he does not get it out of here. He used the left side of the track, but does not get it out of here. And the full distance for Bud Jaskey, 2:88 and 4. Well, here's our last truck coming to the starting line. The only lady in the class here this afternoon, it's Donna Webb. She's out of Claremore, Oklahoma. Donna Webb and her sudden impact Ford coming to the starting line. She's currently number 11 in points. And Donna Webb is no different than the rest of them. She loves this sport. Her husband does the wrenching on the truck. She does the pulling. How are you going to beat the guys this weekend?
Well, I'm going to give it my best shot. We've been having our problems this year, but it's nothing new for me to be the only girl pulling against all the rest of the guys. But when we get our act together, we can keep up with them real well.
And folks, I cannot believe it. Over half of the class is in the 290-foot area. We have got 4 going into pull-off here this afternoon. It'll be Howard Lewis out of New Carrollton, Maryland, Willie Omps out of Winchester, Virginia, Glenn Davis out of Miramar, Florida, and Paul Holman out of Waukegan, Ohio, and the Holman Brothers. They'll be coming to the starting line in just a minute for the pull-off. But first, a few words from our sponsor.
You get your money from selling oil, singing songs of trade, and I've got the money wherever I go.
Well, welcome back to Bowling Green, Ohio, and the shootout's about ready to happen. I'll tell you, ladies and gentlemen, between Howard Lewis, Willie Omps, Glenn Davis, and Paul Holman in the 4x4 6,200 modified pull-off. What they're going to do is they're going to let them pull as far as they can. If they get past the 300-foot mark, that's how they're going to mark it. There's no end to this track. They're going to let them pull it as far as they can here this afternoon. And up number 1, the first man that took it out this afternoon, Howard Lewis out of New Carrollton, Maryland, the High Roller Chevrolet. Let's see what he does as he comes to the starting line here, because this man's going to set the pace, and he is super tough with this Chevy. So here we come with Howard Lewis out of Maryland on the line. And right there for the Lee Edwards prepared machine. What a run. What a fine, outstanding run for that Chevrolet this afternoon. 284 and 10. 284 and 10. And on the starting line right now, here we come with Willie Omps. He's out of Winchester, Virginia. The only Ford in the class. 3 Chevrolets and 1 Ford as Willie comes to the line to uphold the name of Ford Motor Company with his truck known as the Enforcer. So here we go right now. Willie Omps, Winchester, Virginia, and the Enforcer on the line. And right there, I don't think so. 279.11. 279.11. Lewis leads it at 284.10. Willie Omps second, 279.11. Now here's Glenn Davis out of Miramar, Florida. He's coming to the starting line ready to go. He needs to get better than 284.10 to go up number one. And Lewis is the leader with that Chevrolet. Can the point leader do it? We're going to find out. Look, he goes right back to where he was a while ago, to the right side of the track, to come out after those other competitors. Can he do it? In a matter of about a minute and a half, we're going to know whether or not he's our new leader or not. And will he retain that points championship or points lead? We'll see in a minute here, because right now it's tightening up more and more each and every pole they go to. So here we come now with Glenn Davis out of Miramar, Florida, with Mr. Sparkle. Well, the current points leader comes up just a little short of that Howard Lewis, 284.10. Glenn Davis makes a real fine run, though, here, and he shakes the order up. Well, ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The last man in the class here this afternoon. Paul Holman out of Wauseon, Ohio, the Holman Brothers, and their truck known as Foreplay. These guys, you never know what's going to happen with this Chevrolet. They have been doing extremely well on the national circuit right now, and whether or not they're going to win it here this afternoon, we'll know in just a couple of minutes. That Chevrolet goes back to it. Remember, Lewis leads the class at a high roller at 284.10. Omps is second. The Enforcer, 279.11. And third, Glenn Davis at 276.11. And we're ready to go right now with the Holman Brothers. No, sir, it's going to be Howard Lewis out of New Carrollton, Maryland here this afternoon. He is going to win the class, the New Carrollton, Maryland machine of Howard Lewis. We'll be right back in just a couple of minutes with the results and the winner of the 4x4 modified class. Howard Lewis, congratulations. I know you've been standing over there watching them all come down the track. Everybody thought Omps was going to do it, and all of a sudden he came up a little short. Your feelings on the pull?
Well, I felt really when I made the run that it was the very best I could ever make. And it was going to be hard to beat. I'm sorry to say that to the rest of them, but it was true. It was hard to beat.
You stayed to the left side. Everybody basically came out of the same place. You looked the track over and liked that spot again?
Well, I don't look at the track. That's one job I try never to do. My man Johnny over there has been with me for the last 3 weeks out here on the road. He looked at the track. I said, you take care of it. I said, where you want me to go? I said, it's gone. I said, because that's what I'll do.
Well, I know your engine builder's here with you. Lee Edwards, he's going to love this. Congratulations on being champion here this afternoon at Bowling Green, Ohio.
Well, he gave me really good instructions. He said, you know, he didn't want to go home without one, so this one's for him. There it is.
25 years of pulling here at Bowling Green, and what a great class, the 6,200-pound 4x4 modified division. We hope you've enjoyed it here this afternoon. Congratulations to our winner, Howard Lewis, and tune in for more Challenge of Power.